Hello guys, this is Raptormon132 here, and welcome to my 8th blind commentary video post of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Last time, as you recall, I did episode 7. Today I'll be looking at episode 8, and the episode's called Look Before You Sleep. It's kind of like a different version of the phrase, look before you leap, except it's with sleep. But interesting to find out what this episode's about. So yeah, let's watch it. Here we go. Ah, Pegasus ponies. Wonder what they're up to. Jeez, looks like they're pruning the trees or something. Whoa, wonder what Rarity's up to. Huh. Nice decoration. Oh, too bad it got torn down.
Just take the broken limbs down, Rarity. Don't y'all care about nothing other than prettifying?
Some pony has to. You are making an absolute mess of the town square, Applejack.
Yeah, well, the storm's gonna make
yeah,
an
it
even bigger mess if we don't prune all these loose branches so they don't tumble down on any pony.
That is a...
I cannot imagine why the Pegasus ponies would schedule a dreadful downpour this
Schedule?
evening and ruin what could have been a glorious sunny day.
So, let me get this straight. They alter the weather?
They accidentally skipped a scheduled sprinkle last week, so we need a doozy of a downpour to make up for it is all.
I wish controlling the weather like that was that easy around here.
You should have hurried up and finished the job already.
Huh.
It's coming down too fast. Help me!
Jeez.
There.
Don't tell me she's afraid of getting a little bit wet.
Oh, no!
What?
What now?
I prefer not to get my hooves muddy.
What?
There is just no pleasing you, is there? Everything's gotta be just so.
Well, and how does muddying my hooves serve any useful purpose?
Y'all wouldn't know useful if it came up and bit you.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Does so.
Does not.
Does so.
Does not.
Does so.
Does not.
Does so infinity.
Does not infinity plus one.
Showdown.
What say we go our separate ways before one of us says something she will regret?
I reckon y'all are gonna say something you'll regret first.
On the contrary, I believe it shall most certainly be you who says something you will regret first.
I wonder who will be first.
Nor am I. Y'all just be on your way then. After you.
Perhaps we should stick together for now and find some shelter.
Perhaps we should. And fast.
Well, I can see the situation. There's two different characters. One is like one that's afraid of getting wet and getting her hands dirty, or should I say hooves dirty, and the other is not afraid of it at all. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how these two get along. And don't know what that has anything to do with sleep, but let's see what it goes. So let's see what happens. Taking shelter under
Nice
there.
and dry under here. Sorta.
Excuse me. That sounds like... Oh yeah, it's Twilight.
Girls, quick.
Good thing Twilight lives near
Is
here.
that a tree really the best place to be in a lightning storm?
It is if you have a magical lightning rod protecting your home like I do. Come on in.
We are most grateful for your invitation.
Thank you kindly for your hospitality.
Oh. Mud all over her
Do be a
feet.
polite house guest and go wash up, please, won't you?
Really starting to piss me off, lady.
If I gotta spend one more second with that bus budget ready today, I can't be held responsible for what I'm gonna do.
Some storm, huh? The Pegasus ponies sure have outdone themselves this time. I hope you and Applejack don't have any trouble getting home.
It may indeed be a problem.
Well, you're welcome to stay if need be. Spike is away in Canterlot on royal business. I'm home all alone tonight. You and Applejack should totally sleep over. We'll have a slumber party. I've always wanted one of those.
A slumber party.
Oh,
Ah,
goodness.
a typical girl
I
thing.
believe I have another engagement scheduled for this evening that completely slipped my mind until just now. Oh, silly me. I can't possibly stay here all night with Applejack.
Well, after a big fight, I don't see how she can. What?
Slumber 101. All you've ever wanted to know about slumber parties but were afraid to ask.
My own personal copy. It's a fantastic reference guide. You should see the table of contents. I've been waiting for a chance to use it, and today's the day. This is gonna be so great.
So it's sort of social. Demented and sad, but social. But face it, you're a neo-maxi Zoom dweeby. What would you be doing if you weren't out making yourself a better citizen?
Yes, great. Oh.
Jeez. Wonder if Twilight's never experienced anything like that in her life. And then again, she never had friends when she was living in Canterlot.
Hello! What in tarnation?
Huh.
Oh, I'm sorry to frighten you, dear. I must look like a yeti in this getup.
Looks like,
Now, wait just a gall-darn minute. You make me wash the mud off my hooves, but it's okay for y'all to have mud all over your faces?
Silly. This is called a mud mask. It's to refresh and rejuvenate your complexion.
This is my nightly meringue mask, part of my beauty regimen. What it is basically egg whites, creme fraiche, powdered sugar, vanilla, and a little touch of alum.
We're giving each other makeovers.
makeovers.
It says so in the book.
Slumber 101, everything is... Oh, hey, would you look at the time? I gotta
Slumber
skedaddle
parties
quick.
are
I'm
not what you
carefully
read in
for
a book.
something
It's what you
bad.
do for yourself.
Or maybe I'll sit here for a spell.
Hooray, slumber party!
Talk about over enthusiastic.
What in the world is this for?
To reduce the puffiness around one's eyes, of course.
Puffiness, schmuffiness. That's good eating.
Isn't this exciting? We'll do everything by the book, and that will make my slumber party officially fun.
Did you hear that, Applejack? You certainly would not want to do anything that would ruin Twilight's very first slumber party, would you?
Of course not. You wouldn't either, I reckon.
So do we have an agreement?
You betcha.
Oh! You know,
That's
there's
a
nothing
man's
wrong.
handshake.
Plain rude.
You know, there's fussy, and there's just plain getting on my nerves.
Fortunately, I can get along with any pony, no matter how difficult she may be.
Huh.
Yeah?
I
Well,
wonder.
Get along in this pony ever gonna meet?
That's not even a word.
What are you, a dictionary? This is gonna be the bestest slumber party ever.
I guess so.
Yay.
Wonder what they're gonna get up to.
So, how are you getting along over there, Applejack?
Just fine, Verity.
This is so awesome.
Putting their hair in
Check.
huh.
Ooh, it says
A
we have to
makeover
tell
spell.
ghost stories. Who wants to go first?
Ghost stories?
Me! I'd like to tell y'all the terrifying tale
Ghost.
of the prissy ghost who drove every pony crazy with their unnecessary neatness. I'm sure y'all are familiar with that one.
Never heard of it, but I have a much better one.
They're basing it on
The
themselves.
story of the messy, inconsiderate ghost who irritated every pony within 100 miles. Ooh. That's not a real story. You made it up. It's a ghost story. They're all made
Well, it is based on you. Oh, based on both
I've
of
got
you.
one. This story is called The Legend of the Headless Horse.
Legend of the Headless
It was a
Horse.
dark and stormy night, just like this one.
The
And
Headless
3
Horse.
ponies were having a slumber
Thing of the
party,
Headless Horseman.
just like this one. And just when the last pony thought she was safe, there, standing right behind her, just inches away was the Headless Horse!
Yeah.
Ghost story? Check. Now, who
Ghost
wants s'mores?
Then you place one marshmallow on the top of the chocolate and be sure it's centered, that's critical, and then carefully put another perfectly square graham cracker on the top. And...
What's
done.
that?
Ta-da!
Ooh.
Nah, you just ate them.
Oh.
Fucking pig!
Well, yeah, you do have to just eat them.
You could at least say excuse me. Oh, I was just about to, but you interrupted me. Pardon.
S'mores? Check. Now, the next
S'mores.
item of fun we
That's
have
what
to
they
do
call
is
them.
Truth or dare?
I dare Applejack to do something carefully and neatly for a change. Oh, yeah? Well, I dare Rarity to lighten up and stop obsessing over every last little detail for a change. I think the truth of the matter is that some pony could stand to pay a little more attention to detail. And I think the truth is some pony ought to quit with her fussing so the rest of us can get things done.
I don't think this is how the game's supposed to work. You have to give an honest answer to any question or do whatever any pony dares you to do.
I dares you to step outside and let your precious tidy mane get ruined again.
You have
Ruined.
to. It's the rule.
Ha! Fine.
Payback is a bitch.
Okay, I dare Applejack to play dress up in a frou-frou, glittery, lacy outfit.
Frou glisten. Oh, whatever.
Harry,
I told you Payday was a bitch.
Do I ever get a turn?
I dare you to enter the next rodeo when it comes to town. I dare you not to enter the next rodeo that comes to town.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
end
dare you to
badly.
not comb your mane 100 times before bed. And I dare you to comb yours just once.
Excuse
We
me.
should check off truth or dare and move on. Let's see what our next fun thing is, shall we? What does this mean? Pillow fight?
Oh, please.
Pillow fight.
I am not
Oh, yeah.
all interested in participating in something so crude.
Ha.
It is.
Ooh. Ooh. Pillow fight. It's not a pillow fight, it's a pillow war zone. Whoa.
I get it. Pillow fight. Fun.
Caught in the crossfire.
Maybe we should take it down a notch.
I will if she will. She started it.
Maybe we should just call it a night and get some sleep.
Keep your muddy hooves on your side of the bed. My hooves ain't muddy. They were. There might still be a little on them. They're right. See?
Uh,
Now who's being inconsiderate? I have to make the bed again so the blanket will be right. Get up. Hey.
That's a little over the top, don't you think?
You'll ruin it. Have to do it like this. Yeah.
That's a little overboard.
You did that on purpose. Yeah.
Duh.
Get up so I can fix it again. Can't hear you. I'm asleep. Shoo. I ain't budging.
They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. Yep. Tug of war.
Yes, you will. Will.
You two should be ashamed of yourselves. I've got my hands full just being ashamed of him.
You got your hands full when you scratch your neck.
Now stop it, both of you.
It says right here that the #1 thing you're supposed to do at a slumber party is have fun. And thanks to you two, I can't check that off.
I've been trying my darndest to get along.
No, it is I who have been trying my best.
No,
Neither of
me.
you
It
have.
was I. Me.
I hope you're happy. Both of you. You've ruined my very first slumber party. The makeover, the s'mores, truth or dare, the pillow fight. I mean, is there anything else that could possibly go wrong? Sorry, I asked.
Heh. Oh, lucky it was only the tree outside. Uh-oh.
You see? That's why we needed to take down all those loose branches in town. Not spiffy them up. But out of my way, Missy.
Yep.
Time's a waste. Wait, stop! Don't! No waiting! No stopping! Going!
I think Rhodey's trying to tell us something.
Getting her done.
Yep. I think that's what she was trying to tell her. Heh.
I tried to tell you it would come crashing down in here. Well, you should have tried harder. I'm mighty sorry, Twilight.
It's
Yeah.
not okay. There's a giant tree branch in the middle of my bedroom. And the book doesn't say anything about having a giant tree branch at your slumber party. At least I
Ugh.
haven't found that entry yet.
Ugh, you... Ugh, does she think of anything but
What
books?
are y'all doing over there?
Cleaning up this mess some pony made. Who was that again? Oh, right, that's you.
Heh.
We gotta do something.
Thinking, BFFs, brothers, there's nothing in here about branches.
Ugh. Just get the branch out.
Rarity for pony's sake. Stop quitting the small stuff and help me get rid of this thing. I said hustle over here and help me. Look,
Huh.
I'm sorry, all right? What was that? I said I'm sorry. I should have listened to you when you noticed where this here branch would end up. Your annoying attention to detail would have saved us from this whole mess. But right now, you need to stop being so dang fussy, picking up all those little things, and help me move the one big thing in here that actually matters. Please.
Huh. Well, go on, help her.
But I'll get all icky. Consarn it. What the... yes. Ickiness is often a side effect of hard work.
Huh.
But y'all need to get over it.
Now she's
On
being
account of I
patient.
just can't fix this mess I made myself. I need your help.
Well, go on.
Let's do this.
Well, they do have a section about backyard slumber parties. Is that
Oh.
what we're doing right now? Does this count as camping?
Twilight, put down the book and help them. Oh. Huh, nice decorations. Just throw it out. Guess it didn't need that much force.
Ha! Chuckled Percy. You look really disgraceful.
I look awful.
Better?
What the?
Thanks.
Huh. It's nice that those two girls finally got made up.
Pretty. Where did these come from? They're not in the book either.
Well, you were reading. You. Oh, forget it.
Is it bigger than a barn?
Nope.
Is it smaller than a saddle?
No. Only 3 of your 20 questions left.
Oh, we're never gonna guess what you're thinking of. It could be anything.
Are we getting warmer?
Why? Is it too cold in here for you? I can turn up the heat.
Ugh.
She means, are we getting any closer with our guess?
So literal.
Oh! No. And that technically counted as a question, so only 2 more left.
Oh.
Is it a 6-legged pony with a purple polka dotted mane and shooting stars coming out of his eyes?
Who flies through the air all over the world to hide magic sparkly eggs?
That's it!
It is?
No,
Haha.
it's that. But it was
A
just so nice to
telescope.
see you two finally getting along. I wanted you to be able to win together.
I see.
See? We could have been having fun like this all along.
If only some pony hadn't been so persnickety.
Well, maybe she wouldn't have been if some pony else hadn't been so sloppy.
Oh, here we go again.
Sorry for being such a pain in the patootie.
Oh, well, I'm sure I was much worse.
That's kind of you to say, but I'm the one who's sorry.
Oh, I'm much more sorry than you are.
Oh,
Or not.
you're both at
Or
fault.
not. Achoo. Or not.
I declare my first slumber party a success. Have fun? Check.
Now take 2 steps to your left.
No, my left.
Which is it? Well, that mess is your fault, not mine. Sorry.
Dear Princess Celestia, it's hard to believe that 2 ponies who seem to have so little in common could ever get along. But I found out that if you embrace each other's differences, you just might be surprised to discover a way to be friends after all. So,
Yep. I guess that's a
who's
reasonable
up for another slumber party tomorrow
life
night?
lesson.
How about a week from Thursday? Oh, how about 2 weeks from Saturday? A month from now?
Yeah.
My little pony.
Well, this episode, I have to say, was actually not as good as the others, but it did have a bit of an interesting lesson in it. And I can see what they meant by look before you sleep. Like, do with the sleepover and with the phrase look before you leap. And the slumber party thing, it was actually, this episode was actually a bit girlier than the others. But typical, considering that My Little Pony is actually really targeted for girls. But this actually, as usual, it wasn't too bad. And yeah, it had a bit of an interesting life lesson, and I could see that that there are 2 completely different characters that don't share much in common, except their friendship with one person. And thing is, I've discovered now that Twilight is actually someone who hits the books all the time, and she doesn't even realize that slumber parties or any kind of events are not planned by a book. They're planned by yourself. I hope you enjoyed my blind commentary, and hopefully I shall release episode 9 as soon as I can, and as always, thanks for watching. This is Raptormon 132 saying Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.